In the heart of the African savanna, an urgent drama unfolded, one that would test the limits of courage and love. This is the gripping story of a mother lion fiercely protective of her cub as they faced an overwhelming flood that threatened to tear them apart. Prepare to witness a remarkable tale of bravery, resilience, and the unbreakable bond between a mother and her child. As the sun began to rise over the horizon, casting a golden hue across the vast landscape, an ominous rumble echoed in the distance. The rain had been relentless for days, saturating the earth and swelling the rivers. The once tranquil savanna was now on the brink of chaos. For the lioness, known as Zara, the day started like any other, but she instinctively sensed that danger was looming. Zara was a formidable presence, her tawny coat glistening in the morning light. She was a devoted mother to her playful cub, a tiny ball of fur named Keto. The bond between them was palpable, filled with laughter and warmth. But as the skies darkened and the first droplets of rain began to fall, Zara's instincts kicked in. She knew she had to protect Keto at all costs. The rain intensified, turning into a torrential downpour. Zara watched as the landscape transformed dramatically. The grasslands, once vibrant and alive, were quickly submerged underwater. The rivers overflowed, their currents swelling with ferocity. Zara moved closer to Keto, nuzzling him gently, her eyes scanning the horizon for any signs of danger. Suddenly, a deafening roar echoed through the air, not the roar of a lion, but the sound of nature's fury. The floodwaters surged, sweeping away everything in their path. Zara's heart raced as she realized the gravity of the situation. She had to keep Keto safe, but the rising water was relentless, threatening to engulf them both. In a desperate bid for survival, Zara grabbed Keto by the scruff of his neck, lifting him effortlessly as she sprinted towards higher ground. The water lapped at her paws, pulling at her legs, but she pressed on, her determination unwavering. Keto, frightened yet trusting, clung to his mother as they navigated the treacherous terrain. The floodwaters rose rapidly, transforming the savanna into a chaotic river. Zara's instincts guided her to a nearby acacia tree, its sturdy branches providing refuge. With every ounce of strength, she leapt onto a low-hanging branch, pulling Keto up just in time as the water surged beneath them. From their perch, the sight was devastating. The once familiar landscape was now unrecognizable, filled with swirling debris and the cries of animals in distress. Zara's heart ached for her fellow creatures, but her primary focus remained on Keto. She wrapped her body around her cub, shielding him from the cold and fear that threatened to overwhelm them both. As the hours passed, the storm raged on, and Zara's resolve was tested. The torrent seemed unending, and she could feel the fatigue setting in. Keto, trembling and frightened, looked up at his mother with wide eyes. Zara licked his face, reassuring him with her presence. "I won't let anything happen to you," she whispered silently, her heart filled with fierce love. Suddenly, a commotion broke out below. Zara's ears perked up as she spotted a group of animals struggling against the floodwaters. A young zebra, separated from its mother, was caught in the current, flailing helplessly. Zara's instincts kicked in once more. Despite the danger, she knew she couldn't stand by and watch another creature suffer. With Keto still clinging to her side, Zara descended from the branch, her powerful limbs cutting through the water as she swam towards the struggling zebra. The current was strong, but Zara's determination was stronger. She reached the zebra just in time, using her body to guide it back to safety. The zebra, confused but grateful, followed her lead as they both fought against the waves. As Zara guided the zebra back towards higher ground, she felt Keto's weight shift beside her. He was watching, his little heart pounding with fear and admiration for his mother. Zara's bravery inspired him, and he realized that courage comes in many forms. Together, they made it back to the safety of dry land, where other animals were gathering, seeking refuge from the rising waters. With the zebra safe, Zara turned her attention back to Quito, but as she did, a flash of panic crossed her face. The floodwaters had risen so quickly that they were now threatening the very ground they stood on. Zara felt a surge of urgency. She had to find a more secure place for her cub. In the distance, she spotted a rocky outcrop, a natural fortress that could provide shelter from the flood. Without hesitation, she called to Quito, encouraging him to follow her. They sprinted together, navigating the debris-strewn ground and leaping over obstacles with determination fueled by love. As they reached the rocky outcrop, Zara quickly climbed to the top, her heart racing with a mix of relief and exhaustion. She settled beside Quito, who looked up at her with adoring eyes. They were safe, but the storm still raged, and the floodwaters continued to rise around them. Hours turned into an eternity as they waited for the storm to pass. Zara remained vigilant, watching over Quito as the rain slowly began to let up. The sounds of the flood started to fade, replaced by the soft whispers of the wind. Finally, as the last droplets fell from the sky, a sense of calm washed over the landscape. As the waters began to recede, Zara watched in silence. The savannah was forever changed, but the bond between mother and cub had grown stronger than ever. They had faced the storm together, and Zara knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, she would always protect Quito. With the dawn of a new day breaking over the horizon, Zara and Quito descended from the rocky outcrop, ready to navigate the aftermath of the flood. They were not alone. The community of animals had come together, each helping one another rebuild and heal. Zara felt a surge of pride as she realized that her bravery inspired others to act, to protect one another in times of crisis. In the end, justice was served, not just for Zara and Quito, but for all the animals who had faced the flood together. Their resilience and unity stood as a testament to the strength of family and community. If you were moved by this incredible story of a mother lion's bravery and love, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more powerful animal tales that inspire and uplift. Thank you for joining us on this journey.